What's up guys, I'm Kyle at Fortune Off-Road. In this video, I'm gonna show you what I truly think are the best seat covers you can get for any truck. Man, even this box looks nice. I don't remember having this nice one the last time. I got some of their covers. Packaged up very nicely. I'm already liking the look of these. Black leatherette with white stitching. It looks pretty sharp. All right, so it looks like we've got a headrest sticker. Very important. Now I'll put it here so I don't forget it. Got some trim tools. Headrest. These are thick. Lots of padding in there too. Front seat parts. Front seat with the headrest. Actually, these look like the other front seat. Okay. My last truck, I remember it was a little bit difficult to get the rear seats down. Hopefully these Rams are a little bit better. I haven't looked into any of it yet. We're just going into it cold. All right, so let's check out these things. Quality looks pretty dang good. Inside, you've got a little bit of padding. Seems to be uniform all around this seat. I mean, if you have a nice seat already, you probably don't need much more padding. So what I need to do is figure out which one of these goes where, and then we can start installing them. So there's gonna be a ton of talking in this video because I wanna tell you about why I'm willing to pay a little bit more for seat covers, a little bit about this company, and why the seat covers are so important to me. So the truck we're gonna be putting them on in this video is a 2025 Ram Crew Cab. This one happens to be a dually Laramie edition, and you know, I'm not gonna pretend to remember all the stuff that this trim comes with, but it doesn't come with leather seats. So I am one of those guys. I love leather seats, and I like the feel of them, the durability, the smell inside the truck. I like all of it. But usually when you go to get leather seats in your truck, it comes with a bunch of other stuff, and you're going up into like a new trim level. So just for the sake of having like heated or leather seats, you're gonna end up spending like $25,000 more maybe. This truck had everything I wanted except the heated seats and leather, which is not a deal breaker for me. Before this truck, I had a 2022 GMC 3500, and that truck was great. Really loved it. I have been a Chevy guy for a long time, but after riding in my brother's Ram, I decided to make the switch, and this new Cummins is just insane. This thing just is a beast. I mean, this is like kind of the most truck you can get right now. But I had some seat covers in my GMC. Wasn't a huge fan of them. They're like some pleather ones from some Chinese company. And then this company Kustom Interiors reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try theirs. And when I looked at it, looked like it covered the seats a lot better. And at least in the pictures, it looked like it fit really tight, which is what I was looking for. I didn't want something flopping around. And they fit so well and were so comfortable and looked so good that people thought they were factory leather seats. I loved them. And I had a video, I'll post it up here, and it said the best seat covers you can get for your truck. That's still the case. I think these are the best seat covers. I don't know what they look like for this truck, but I've had this truck for almost a year now. And one of the first things I do is I get floor mats and seat covers, a phone mount, utility box for the bed, stuff like that. They're like any truck. Those are the things I want to get. And I'll probably make a video about that later, like the first 5 upgrades you should get for your truck, because I think this is the way you can get the most utility out of your truck. And then while you're using your truck, you're not afraid to get it dirty because you've got the protection. So after having this truck for so long, I think a lot of people would be surprised that I didn't put seat covers in it already, because I usually do. But Kustom Interiors, I asked them this time, I was like, hey, I would like to do a review on your guys' product if you're willing. And they're like, yeah, sure. We just don't have them for that truck and trim yet. So I've been waiting like a year, and they reached out to me and they said, hey, we got them ready. You want them? And I asked for black with white stitching or black stitching, something like that, and they did it. The previous time they sent me some white hexagon stitching, and I didn't ask for that. It was just what they offered to me, so I wasn't gonna be picky. I was like, yeah, sure. I ended up loving it. It actually looked really good. It was a great look in that truck, but these ones are gonna be the plain black. So let me open this up. I'll show you what the seats look like in the interior right now, and you'll see the truck's already dirty. I wish I would have had these seat covers already. So here's some Husky floor mats I've had in here for a while, and if that wasn't in there, this would all be on the carpet. So I still have a little bit in there in the carpet, but overall, very good. Interior, these are what the seats look like. They're like a dark gray with white stitching on them. They look pretty good. They're super comfortable, tons of lumbar support, how I like it. But you can see I've got like some dirt and stuff in the cracks right here. The back seat right there where my kid's booster seat goes, there's a ton of food and stuff. So that rule of not eating in the truck lasted for about 5 minutes, I guess. And I'm really looking forward to having the protections in here again. The stitching on everything is white, so I think the black with the white stitching is gonna match up pretty good. It's gonna look good. And the things I'm looking for is, you know, like I already mentioned, I want these to look tight. And you know, this fabric kind of folds into the trim, so I hope that is going to be a theme for the rest of it. The back is always a little bit tricky for me because this is a 2-1 split in the back, and I've got this refrigerator right here, which is really important for me when we're on the long road trips and camping and stuff. So this is going to have to come out, and then I just got to make sure that the seats are going to fold down with the covers on them. I mentioned earlier that sometimes these seats are hard to move forward. I haven't looked at this one yet, but the GMC ones were like extremely hard to get forward, and I decided I didn't want to do that, so I never folded them forward, and the seat covers held on just fine. So hopefully we don't have to do that in this one, but we might. All right, so I'm gonna try to clean up some of this mess that's in here. We'll start mounting these up, man. We'll put them on there and we'll see how it looks. All right, because I don't have the install instructions, I don't really know where to start. And I bet you they have them on their website, but I'm just being kind of lazy and I'm just gonna go for it. So these things have to tuck in under here. So you gotta find the right spot for those. And then the front's just gonna have all these little clips. I'm gonna try to put this front on first. Already feeling pretty tight, which I like. Okay, this got a seatbelt holder, so this must be for the other side. Seatbelt keeper, maybe. That's a more appropriate lingo. Yeah, so for me, it's like a lot of this is about the fit. And this is already tight. And you know, you gotta be careful when you're putting your hands in here because there's some unfinished metal that feels a little sharp. And that, you know, I don't think that's just a Ram thing. That's probably all the makes. And you gotta kind of work it down, like kind of massage it down there into the crack. Looks pretty dang good already if you ask me. So this part now, we're gonna have to shove into the plastic, behind the plastic. Oh yeah, looks pretty good, right? Yeah. And as you wear this, it's going to push down more and it's going to contour more. So this is going to look really good once it's ready to go. Just getting these off on the GMC was really tricky too. Hopefully these are easier. Yes. I remember this being very difficult. Oh, I think I already see an upgrade. This has zippers on it. Airbag. Okay, so the airbag's on the outside. The zipper should be on the inside. I don't remember if the last ones had zippers or not, but this part I remember being the hardest. Trying to pull these down over the seats with these big lumbar supports. It's crazy how close these already match the stock ones. I remember one of the hard parts being this is getting the headrest holes lined up. But with that extra slack, this is already easier to install. I'm telling you, it was tight last time. I mean, it was like seriously killing my hands to do it. This part I'm hoping tucks a little bit better because it doesn't look good being able to see the bottom of it. We also haven't pulled this down yet, so go in the back here. Oh yeah, this got to be pulled way down. And then these holes where the headrests go in, oh yeah, you got to push them all around. And see, that's why it looks factory. That's why it looks so good, is because it's not just sitting on top of these seats, it's pressed in all around it. Okay, the stock seats actually have a zipper right here too, so push this down without scratching any metal. And don't worry guys, when this is done, I'll get some better shots of everything, so get a closer look on some of the things I'm talking about. But I just didn't want to wear a camera while I was installing this. All right, push her down. So there's hooks on the front end here that you need to latch onto something, and got to make sure that the thing you're latching onto is going to move with the seat when you recline or slide it. Wow, I think this one's pretty much good already. First headrest. Oh yeah, these are going to be tight. Told you guys, it's tight to get these things in there, but worth it for the look. Somebody, you know, you might have concerns that after putting it on, there's a crease in your fabric or the foam. I could see that. I can't even get this thing started. I gotta make sure that this isn't for one of the back seats. Nope, it's one of the big ones. It actually looks really close to the stitching that's already on the truck. All right, come on. Does not want to go on there. Come on. The tilt function on this headrest is like activating. Now look at that fit. That is tight. Come on, get in your home. Too good for your home, but the bottom has to be that tight because you want it to cup around this headrest at the bottom, not just be all loose and flapping around. Gotta work it back and forth. Whew. I have to take this sweatshirt off in a minute. It's quite the workout. Gotta have some strong hands and fingers to do this, boys and girls. Oh, brother. Sweatshirt's gotta come off. told you I was gonna be tired after this. My hands are really tired. They're gonna be sore tomorrow, I know. But the question is, how do they look? Ka-chow. This one's needs to recline a little bit. Look at that. That's pretty dang good, right? So the stuff that I don't like about it is this. I can see this seam right here, and I can see a little bit right here. But I think just the heat, and then also somebody sitting in it and wearing it down, it's gonna slowly draw all this downwards, and it's gonna conform, and it's gonna really look like it's factory at this truck. Now there's a little bit of difference just because this is dirty, but the naked eye, not going through the camera, it's pretty close. This is white stitching, and this looks like it might be gray, so it's a tiny bit off, but boy does that look good. Look how this tucks around the bottom right there. Looks great. Take a look at the back here. So this is the two seats that are connected. You can see the gap right there. That's the one that flips up that I usually have my refrigerator in. So the headrest fitting, I think, is not as good as the last batch I had. So this one is a little bit wrinkled. We'll see if that fixes itself. And same with these. These ones don't go down all the way. I wish they went down just, you know, maybe a quarter or a half inch more. And you know, if I could keep working it like this, it might actually go down. Not the end of the world. It'd be nicer if you couldn't see that seam, but these ones don't have any plastic to go around except right here. And see, this one's a little bit loose still, because you really just got to sit in it and wear them in. And the bottom looks all right. There's bungee cord things that kind of go underneath, and you strap them all together, and hopefully that'll pull it together over the years. But guys, I think that looks pretty sharp. Back of the seats, got a little pocket right here. You can see a little bit of this trim again up here. Not a huge fan of seeing that once again, but overall, I mean, these look really dang good. Go check out the driver's seat. This goes around all this plastic trim here. Little bit of a fold right there. Maybe that'll pop out once we start doing it. You know, that'll lay down flatter right there, but looks good. Already sat in it. It's just extra padding, so it feels a little bit better than it did stock, but it looks a lot better. Boy, what an upgrade for these interiors. All right, so before I end the video, I do want to give you guys my honest opinion on a lot of this. I mean, there's a couple things that just didn't go that well. I think these headrests right here, maybe they should have a zipper on them, you know, like on the inside or something. I think aesthetically that probably wouldn't look that great, but these are extremely difficult to get on. And when you do it, I recommend alternating between like a pushing motion and a pulling motion. And make sure you're using both hands too, because if you don't, it'll go on crooked, and then you'll have this twist in it that you'll have to worry about later. These headrests, a lot easier to go on, all of them. What I would say is if any of the 5 go on easily, I found out that means they're going on backwards. And it seems kind of dumb because of the very obvious shape, but I put one on backwards and I was like, oh, that was way easier for some reason. Then I had to take it off. So I'm really hoping that these stand the test of time. My last ones, I think only had them for like 2 years. But they look just as good afterwards as when I installed them. And you know, this truck doesn't have an easy life. This truck to me is a tool. I pretty much only use it for towing. You know, truck stuff too, obviously, just to have the truck bed. But most of the time this thing's hooked up to the trailer and it's pulling my Jeep and my Samurai around. And you can see, like, we go to the dump in this thing and we're hauling brush and whatnot. So that's why I want to have these seats. So when we sell this someday, or we replace these seat covers or whatever it is, the seats under here are nice and clean and they look like they're from the factory, except for where my kid spilled in the back, and you know, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble for that. So that's about it, guys. I'll put the links in the description down there. And I know they've got a bunch of different patterns and colors, and they pretty much make them for all trucks. So the big 3 especially, go on there, see if you find one that fits yours. They have the leatherette and they've got the full-on leather. So I'm not going to go over the prices because they're going to change over the years, and I know people are going to watch this video for at least a few years. What I would say is, you know, think about what you're going to do with your truck. If it's going to be a work truck like mine, maybe you can go with the leatherette ones, and you know, it's a little bit easier to swallow. When you go to the real leather ones, those are going to be expensive for sure, but you know, what are you getting out of that? If you're going to have your truck for a long time and it's a very nice truck, but it didn't have the leather seats, maybe that's a worthy upgrade, you know, especially if it's less than what the upgrade would be at the factory, which, like I was saying earlier, might be tens of thousands. Yeah, I think, you know, try to think of it that way. Instead of financing a leather upgrade with heated seats and whatever comes with that package, or trim upgrade, just get the seats. You know, buy once, cry once, and have a comfy truck. All right, guys, thanks for checking out this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.